House Podcast, baby. I'm Ben. This is AJ, and today we're going to talk about The Thing prequel, which is just called The Thing because they couldn't think of a better fucking title for it. And
it's very original, Ben. You gotta give it some
fucking
slack.
stupid, so fucking stupid. And we're also going to talk about the Stranger Things season 5 finale, where all the fireworks came out of a butt. Anyway, so yeah,
We watched two different things.
Would you? Oh, did I watch the wrong Stranger Things?
Yeah.
Did I watch
you
the
did.
gay porn one? Missouri's blocked. Pornhub's blocked in Missouri now. Just a FYI, little fun fact for you.
Wow. It's
What?
printed porn media at an all-time high because nobody can find porn on the internet. Is that a thing?
I don't know. That's an
I
interesting
don't
thing
know.
to look
Just
into.
a thought. You can think about
Yeah,
that.
no, it's a good thought.
You can think about
It's a
that.
good thought to have. I will think
during
about
this whole
that.
episode. Mhm.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Let's start with. What do you want to start with? Do you want to start with The Thing or season or the
Let's
Stranger
start
Things?
with Stranger Things because
Yeah,
that's
'cause I
what
don't have
we
mo-
want to talk about.
Yeah, and I think we get through it rather quickly. All right, tell me what you think, dude.
So first, I want to say it feels like you can't make everybody happy.
Sure.
And oh boy, were people unhappy with this fucking ending.
Oh, boy.
Oh boy. I gotta be
Oh,
honest with
boy.
you. I didn't think it was amazing, but I enjoyed it. I
Yeah.
thought the Vecna fight could have been a little bit longer. Everybody knows a boss battle has like 2 forms, 3 forms. Like, come on now.
Sure.
Okay, the big mind flare, that fight, pretty cool. All the things, all the separate stories, how they all came together, pretty fun. I liked it. And then it should have ended, but it didn't. It went on for a whole other hour. And
Yeah.
sure, Dusty did his Eddie speech. Cool.
Yeah.
Right on. There's still a whole lot more that need to be shown. The ending of the D&D campaign that got me in the feels, and then the passing of the torch. And then all in all, the only thing that bothered me is that Murray didn't get an ending. And I think he deserves one.
Oh, wow. He really wasn't in the last part of all that, was he?
I felt like he should have got an ending. I don't know. He was pretty important. Like you got to throw a bone to a guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
I enjoy him.
Yeah, I agree with you. I just realized
Why
that
was
you're
Will's
right.
speech longer than the fight with Vecna? All right, let me stop.
Why do you want to stop?
I don't know. I don't want to hate Stranger Things, and I did really enjoy it.
Sure.
I loved what we've seen. It was a bummer that we had to wait so long. I think they really milked this last season for no fucking reason.
Agreed.
They cut a lot out that we want to see, like the Snyder cut version of fucking Stranger Things. But all in all, I'm glad it's fucking done. And then they let us know that they're doing like 6 spin-offs or some shit. And I'm like, I'm not paying attention to any of that shit.
I have no interest. I have zero interest in any of that. I'm over it. I'm over it. Listen, this thing was a huge part of the last 10 years of my life. I remember the first time I saw it and it blew my my dick went right in the dirt. It had everything I loved in a show. The kids were extremely charming. It was fantastic. Yeah. Season 2 happened and I go, okay, this is okay. Sean Astin was in there. They had the mind flare stuff. There were some emotional parts. It had some things, but it wasn't great. There were some things that were very annoying in that season, but overall, it was all right. Season 3, I was like, what is happening? What is happening? They did this weird. I liked it.
They took a turn. They definitely took a turn, and
they took a turn.
I like it.
Had some weird characters. It was weird. Season 4 was incredible. Season 4 was incredible, and it just reinstates what I've made, or the statement that I made before, which is I always feel like a show should end a season before it does. There's very rare cases that the last season finale is just as good as anything else. Like, I think the only one that comes to mind right now off the top of my dome is Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul, which are made by the same guy. Both of those, the season finales were incredible, and I loved them both very, very much. But he had a plan for that from the very beginning. See, they say that they had a plan, that this was their plan from all along, but some continuity stuff makes it hard to believe. I don't think that they did. So we're here to talk about the season finale, but for a moment, I want to talk about the season as a whole. I think the whole thing was a little sloppy. The first batch, it's a lot sloppy. The first batch of episodes we got was...
This is like the sloppiest Joe that's ever sloppied. This was made extra sloppy for us.
It was made extra sloppy.
They know we like it sloppy.
So the first batch of episodes was good, lol, and then the last moment of the final episode was great. Yeah. Then that middle part was okay at best, and then the last episode was okay. Honestly, there's a lot more I can make fun of than heroic. First of all, some of the worst green screen I've ever seen in my entire life. Some of the worst green screens in my
Oh,
entire
that's
life.
what I
And
liked about it. I like that it looked low budget.
no, I hate that.
I
I
wanted it to
hated
look
that.
like it was made in the 80s.
That's fine if you're doing it with like more practical effects, but they did this like CGI mess, which is like totally against what they've done in the past, which is kind of what I didn't like about the third season is they went like heavy on the CGI part. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, where I know like the Demogorgon was CGI in the first one, but they still had a lot of like practical shit going on. And I don't know, it
Wasn't it
just was
back
a
and
way better
forth? It
story.
wasn't like it was definitely a dude in a costume.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
I
felt like there
remember
was,
seeing
yeah.
it. I seen it.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
seen it.
yeah, yeah. And so you're right. And so so yeah, I that was annoying. And then the Vecna fight, honestly, if you want to know my honest opinion, pretty lame. Pretty lame for a Vecna fight. I was
Yeah.
expecting it to be badass.
The Mind Flayer
It
fight
was
was
just
way better.
the
I
Mind Flayer
enjoyed
fight was
that.
better.
I liked it.
Yeah,
I love big
I like the
monsters, so
tactical
I'm like,
stuff. Yeah, I like kaiju fights, and I
yeah.
get, and I like the whole whatever damage they do to it hurts Vecna, helps her out. But it was just like I felt it just. I had the feeling that once they started the fight, we knew how it was going to end. There wasn't any stakes left in the game. And then you get old lame bitch, for Terminator bitch that just pops in and is annoying for no reason, like multiple times in the
That's
show.
one, dude. She sucks. They wasted that character.
They
They
wasted
could have
that.
They could have did something with that character. Nothing.
Also, the Kylie stuff, the Kaylee stuff, her sister, fucking annoying, dude. Get out of here.
I do
I
like
guess.
it. I do like the. I like the tie-in. That was just like, well, she already can show you that she can be in a room but not be there. And I was like,
Yeah,
that's
I
kind
get
of
that.
cool.
I did like.
Listen, she
I
still
did like how it
sucks,
ended,
but
though. She
I'm
still
glad she
sucks.
did what. Yeah, I'm glad she did what
Yeah.
she did. Still sucks.
I agree. I like how it ended because I like endings like that. I like it where it's kind of open ended. Like I liked it when they did it in Inception. I like it when they do it in The Thing. I liked it when they did. Speaking of, I liked it when those are my kind of favorite endings where it's like it leaves the imagination wondering a little bit. So
Right.
that was fun. I also teared up multiple times in this movie because during the show because I cared about it. I care about it a lot. It was a big part
Oh
of my
well, you
life.
have fucking 10 years invested in this shit. Yeah,
But
of
at
course.
the same time, I kind of stopped giving a shit about like half the characters. And like everyone had their due and their
You know,
moment, and I'm just like, I found myself going, oh, "Get on with it. Why are you talking?"
yeah, they really wanted it to be Avengers like Endgame.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
really
Or
wanted.
like every
Listen, and here's the thing, not to take away from the writing, because up until this point, yes, there's plot holes, but whatever, dude. It's still pretty awesome. It's pretty great writing. Like you got to give it to them. And they are really good writers to the point where
Mhm.
I think in season 5 they really didn't know how to end stuff, so you can see them kind of like fumbling a little bit. Ben is distracting the shit out of me. Stoned as hell.
Can you hear it?
No,
Oh,
just watching you
all right.
pantomime no blow your nose. Okay, I think they over-explained things in season 5 that we really didn't need things to be explained. Like
Yeah,
most of us
like
got.
like
And I just think and that's where I think they stumbled because they are great writers. They didn't need to do that.
Turn your sound off when you
Like
do it.
could you like just imagine like their skill level, they've obtained so much, they've gotten so far. And then they just decide like I don't know if they got like ahead of themselves but they're like, "Oh, we need to like do this thing that we don't need to do, but we're going to do it anyway and overuse it." You know what I mean? Like it's like
well,
why?
a great example of that is Harrington and oh, what's his name? No,
Or
Harrington
Jonathan?
and Jonathan. Harrington and
Yeah.
Jonathan's relationship. We didn't need that monologue between those two. We didn't need that interact. We could have done that with like a couple of dialogues and a couple of eye looks of like we have a mutual understanding now. But they dragged that on, and then they dragged on other relationship topics and all this kind of stuff. And it's just like,
They could have made all that shit way shorter.
yeah. Also, the Holly character, I was just like, I mean, she was a good little actress and stuff, but the whole fucking thing was kind of just like, all right. Also, I just can't stand that Max character at all, and she was just annoying the entire time for me.
Yeah, I know you did not like her in one 1 iota.
Nope, didn't like her one bit. Super annoying to me. Too cliche of a character, and Mrs. Sassafras, just a ridiculous character. Didn't like it one bit. Kind of a
I mean,
bitch most of the time.
let's the takeaways from this season is dipshit Derek
Dipshit Derek was
and
incredible.
Murray for me. Be quite
But
honest
yeah,
with you, I like how everyone was like, "Ooh, you're not gonna like the ending. So many people die." No one I gave a
no,
shit about
no
died.
one, no
Nobody
one
died.
really died. No one really
You
died.
could have given us something. I didn't want you to kill everybody, but also
Yeah,
I like that the Wheeler's dad shows up to the graduation and he's still just oblivious as ever.
yeah,
Nothing's changed with that guy at all.
100%. 100%. So the second half of it, yeah. First of all, that dad, what a perfect lame duck character, dude. All
He
the
could
way
have
through.
got me.
He plays that so well. But anyway, second
I
half
mean,
of
is it
this
even
season,
really acting? You just show up. You just show up to work and you're like, I'm just not going to participate and then get
this
paid for it.
yeah, the second half of the episode felt very pandering to me. It felt very much like, okay,
It
we're
really
going to give
was.
you everything that you want to see. We're even going to give you hope that 11 isn't dead.
Hold on. I have a
Like,
question. Hear me out.
I'm
If they
hearing,
didn't, if they
I'm not
didn't
going
do
anywhere.
this, if they didn't do any of this, someone was going to say, I really would have liked to see the ending for this, or I would have liked to know what happened with that. Someone's going to say that. So damned if you do, damned if you don't. Not everyone's going to
Yeah,
like everything. And I got to be honest with you. I'm just glad it's over. We
I'm
got
glad
an
it's over.
ending. We got an ending. It's fine. Now I can rewatch it at my leisure and pick and choose whatever the fuck I want to watch because
Yeah, I'll
why
probably
not? Why
rewatch
not?
the Yeah, I'll probably rewatch like the fourth and first season a lot, but I'll
I just
probably
want to
skip
watch the
out on the other
season
shit.
finale of every season. Just want to watch the last episodes. That's it.
They are the best besides this one. Yeah, I don't got much
I
more to
mean,
say about it.
we got a big monster fight. I like it.
Yeah, it was all right.
I really don't care for any of the spinoffs. I'm gonna be honest with you, man.
I'm done.
Also, season 4, at the end of season 4, it led to a very different story for season 5. I feel like it ended.
100%.
It looked like a fucking apocalypse. You know what I'm saying? And then
Yes.
it's like the next season starts where it's like it's a bright sunny day and there's metal and I'm not saying that wouldn't happen, but
Right.
I thought it was going to be this is the end kind of shit.
I thought
Big old
that
monsters are going to be walking around in
yes,
Hawkins or
I
something.
thought that it was going to be like we're going to start this and everyone is going to be like fighting shit on top side. I
Yeah,
thought it was going to be like, demons are coming in and out and, doing shit at a whim
that would
and
have been way
people were getting
cooler.
slaughtered and all that kind. Yeah, I agree with you.
And
Season 4
then
was a way better
fucking
show.
Linda Hamilton could have had a reprise of her fucking Connor years from
Yeah.
Terminator, right? And then she could be like,
Uh,
but instead shooting monsters and shit, and she could have had her moment. But no, they gave us that.
oh, they gave us that.
Fucking
So
hands, that wholesome family bullshit.
the other part, it just also brings me back to my other points of like this is why I prefer limited series where there's a
Yeah.
beginning, middle, and end, and there's no other thing after that. The only thing that's okay when they have another season of it is when each season is different. So like White Lotus, fucking Fargo, True Detective, things like that, where you don't have to watch the first season and it has a beginning, a middle, and end for each season, but there's multiple seasons with different stories for each season. That's fine because the commitment is low. You can pick and choose which season. It's not going to affect one thing after another. But man, I just can't stand them anymore, dude. I don't even want to get into them anymore.
Dude,
If it's not a
I
limited,
need more. I need more of a. Are you afraid of the dark? I need every episode to be different. Give me different people. I don't.
yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm even
I'm
fine
not
with
trying
that.
to be invested in too much anymore.
I'm so over being invested, dude. I'm so over being invested.
Not
It's
with these
really
long-winded series, man. It's just crazy.
dude, it's fucking they just never know how to end them properly. And then they make so much money. They want to figure out ways to make them go on and on and on.
What do you think? What do you think about Stranger Things? You think they love their characters too much?
I think that that's a big argument to be made. That was one thing I was going to bring up was like, I think that they loved it. I think a more accurate description is, I think they thought that we were going to love their characters more. And maybe we did at some point, but when you wait 3 years in between the season before the season finale, the series finale season, and then you stretch it out at weird times. You're gonna fucking release the third batch on Christmas, you fucking arrogant shits, and then you're gonna wait
And then
a
New
whole
Year's
week
Eve?
on New Year's Eve. You're gonna wait a whole week on New Year's Eve and release it.
Douchebags.
Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. That's such a dipshit, like money grab,
Yeah.
Netflixy thing to do. It just makes me fucking sick. And not because like I'm such a curmudgeon of the holiday or anything. We're like, but it's just clear to me what they were trying to do. And it just fucking stupid, dude. Honest to God, I may have at least a slightly better, if not a majorly better opinion of this show or this season if they released it all at one time. Because then they wouldn't have been any lulls. The same thing if it was released a year after the thing instead of the season 4 instead of 3 years. I think all of those are contributing factors.
Okay, so then watch this season again and then see how you feel about it.
It's not a bad idea.
Because
Not a bad idea.
You just posed that, so
yeah, no, not a bad idea. Last thing I'll say about it is just to reiterate, I did tear up a couple times because the writing is good as far as dialogue is concerned, and the last the D&D thing when they're all playing D&D and then the next wave of kids come down and all that shit, that was really cool. I thought that was a really fun way of doing it. And I also actually really loved, not just liked, I loved the ending of Elle, not knowing if she's alive or dead. More than likely she's alive because of what he said. It wouldn't make physical sense that she was able to just make it out of there without anyone seeing her and over to that spot, especially if she had her powers muted by those things. So like it makes sense that she's alive, but the fact and that's what I would like to believe, but the fact that there is that shred of doubt and that they made it a little open-ended for you is really cool. And I really enjoy that.
She's dead. I believe she's fucking dead because that's
because you're the most. That's because you're a cynical, heartless prick.
Hear me out.
Who hates life.
All of this is true. Yes, all of this is accurate. Now, Mike,
I have to remind every day that the world is okay because you hate everybody anyway.
So Mike is the storyteller, right? He's the DM. He controls the world. So the fact, you know what I'm saying? Like he made up a story. That's it.
Yeah, that's what they. Sure. If you want to believe that, you simple bitch.
That's where I'm going with. Yeah, fuck it.
Sure. That's a possibility, you fucking asshole. Just kidding. All right, I'm done talking about this. We're running out of time to talk about The Thing, which is a far better fucking movie than this shit that I just sit through. Far better. Leagues better.
Way better.
Light years better.
Okay, let's just jump into the prequel because
let's talk about the prequel first to get it the fuck over with. Just get it over. We'll go in chronological order.
We've also talked about this numerous times, but we never gone into detail about it. When I first saw it, I was like, "That's not bad." Like the CGI was a little. I would have rather practical. Overall, it wasn't bad. So of course I bought it.
I make jokes, but I don't
more times. Why you don't like it either?
No, I don't mind it. I know there's a lot of people that hate it.
I don't mind it, but. Then
there are some cool moments in it, and I liked some of the creature designs, but there's also some really garbage shit in it too. But go ahead.
The thing is the thing. Just getting to the meat and potatoes of it, man. After rewatching it, a few times, I was like, this movie doesn't need to exist. Like, we don't need this movie. I don't need answers for anything that happened. And then just realize that it just hit the beats, right? It just as long as you got to see all of the shit that added up to something in John Carpenter's The Thing. That's all they had to do. It was lazy as fuck. Like, sorry to be a kick in the pants, but I mean, shit, dude. We didn't fucking need that. What was that weird fucking cube design in the fucking spaceship? Which I thought was cool that they found the spaceship, but why did we need that? Why was that the thing we needed? Also, why did you just show us the same fucking movie again? That's all they did. They just re-showed us the same movie, but only answered the things. Yeah, but just answered
a worse version of the other movie. First off, you want to talk about CGI overload when it feels egregious, and it is egregious because The Thing is heralded as one of the best practical effects movies ever. Still to this day, people watch it and go, "Oh my god, I can't believe how good that looks for the practical shit." Like it is amazing. It's just so fucking
Spiderhead. I mean, shit.
The spider head,
There's
just
a lot of fun shit.
revolutionary special effects for the time, and it was all practical. I mean, there was some like claymation shit that they did like towards the end, but even that was kind of cool because it fit the whole shit, right? Then the prequel is like it's egregious because it's a prequel to a movie that is all about practical effects, and then 90% of the effects was CGI.
Right.
It's like you just don't even give a fuck who you're piggybacking off of right now. You like give zero fucks. And then I find out, and I remember this because it was made by Universal. And at the time, Universal just lost a lot of money on multiple different movies. And they not only canceled some big budget horror films because of it, but this one they cut the budget practically in half. And then I saw some of the original concept like almost fully finished practical shit that they made, and I was
Yeah.
like, that would have been so much better. They had so many cool practical shit ready to go for this movie, and they just cut the budget down to where they couldn't finish it all, so they switched over to fucking CGI, and it just breaks my
Oh,
heart because that would have made it
awesome.
at least 10% better. But let me finish my main point here. But it wouldn't have fixed the thing that you mentioned, laziness. You could have had all the badass special effects, practical shit in there that you wanted, and it wouldn't change the fact that the character design, the dialogue, all of it was lazy as fuck. The reason why The Thing is my favorite movie of all time across the board in every genre is not just because of the special effects, not just because I love horror movies that take place in a snowy area. It's because it had all that plus amazing characters, incredible dialogue, the interactions between everybody. They're playing this like whodunit game of like any one of us could be the fucking monster and like have to do this. You're the fucking killer. No, you're the fucking killer.
Yeah, it's
And
Clue with a monster, man.
it's oh dude, and it's
Ooh.
incredible. It's incredible how it plays out. Russell Crowe is a fucking legend. Russell Crowe. Kurt Russell is a fucking legend, and he's fantastic in this fucking movie. It just, I mean, I could go on and on and on why the original is so fucking great. And then this, can you tell me the difference between
Nope.
any of the bearded Norwegian men that's there?
Nope. I
Can you
couldn't. I
tell me
couldn't
a
tell you.
single fucking difference? I know one. One of them had
Couldn't
a
tell you.
red beard. One of them had a
Ooh,
red
and
beard.
then there was the tall guy with the black beard.
There was a tall guy with the black. Well, I don't know. There was another tall guy with a black beard.
So here's
There's
the
another
thing,
tall
man.
guy.
John Carpenter's the thing. I don't want to be like cliche about it. It does have heart. There's something
Yeah.
there. Okay. There's something to chew on there. This is a clone. It's like
Yeah.
a subpar
The
clone of,
doppelganger.
you know what I'm saying? Like this doesn't have any hearts. Like I said, it hits the beats and that's it. That's all it does. It doesn't give you anything new. They do the same shit that they do in the first movie. I mean, almost scene for scene.
The only thing that's different that I actually kind of hated was the end when she roast the guy because she wasn't sure if he was a monster or not, and he grabbed the wrong ear when she said, "What happened to your earring?" and he grabbed the wrong ear, and then she fucking roast him like a hot dog. That's
I didn't
kind of
care.
lame. Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
kind of
care.
lame. I think it's one
I
of those.
didn't give a shit at that point. I wanted everyone to die
Yeah,
in that movie. So, which I figured was
that
going
was
to
another
happen
thing.
because, you know,
That was the other thing is I actually gave a fuck about every character in the original thing. I thought they all
yeah,
were
because
unique.
every character had an individuality. They all had
Exactly.
characteristics. They all had a point. They all had enough dialogue where you wouldn't lose anybody. The thing is like Jaws. When it's on, I'm just watching it.
100%.
I'm not every time.
100%.
Like,
Every
I don't
time.
know. With
I've seen
the
the
prequel,
thing
I will.
a million
I'm
times.
kind of done. I watched it in more than enough to know what I hate
Yeah.
about it. But this one, John Carpenter's name, all the time.
I love the thing, the original thing, so much that I actually bought the prequel, even though I thought it was okay, just so I could own more of the thing. That's I love the original so much. I'm able to just at least own a copy of the prequel. I don't know when the next time I'm going to
I
watch
like
it,
that there's
if
a
ever.
shitty thing about the thing I like. There's a shittier
Yeah.
version of that
There's a
thing that I
shittier
love.
version of this thing that I love, and I'm gonna have it and own it because I love the original
Yeah.
so much. I mean, I love it. It's not even me being dramatic. I love it so much. There's literally nothing bad I can say about it. I can't believe it exists. It's just pure cinema.
So I mean, okay. So at the ending of the first one, that's the big question: which one is the thing?
What do you mean?
I personally don't think either one of them are. So I'm gonna go. I'm
Oh,
gonna
you're
take
talking about
that
the
route.
original. You're talking about the original.
Well, not the original John Carpenter's, because there is
Yeah.
one. There is a thing
Yeah,
before
yeah, yeah,
this,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
but
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
a
I don't fucking.
plant
That's
monster.
yeah,
I'm just saying you're
yeah.
saying the
No,
original, man. You just come on.
yeah. I knew what you meant. Is all
Semantics.
right, you fucking nerd.
Semantics.
Semantics your asshole out of yeah. Yeah, I think that's one of those other open-ended ending things like
Like a fist in the butt.
Stranger Things stuff
Open-ended.
where yep.
Well, that's why I was asking you, fuckhead, because it's the same thing.
Yes, I get that. And I like those endings. That's why I love it. I love
So
it.
what you think? What you think? What is your
I mean, they're
thoughts?
not neither one of them are the thing. That's crazy. He would have they were both in such a weak. Well, first of all, it wasn't Kurt Russell because he fucking went out of his way to destroy the motherfucker. So he literally just Molotov cocktailed the entire building so the thing couldn't fucking, live.
Sure.
And then the black guy, Kurt Russell was so out of it at that point, and they were just laying there. They wouldn't even be talking. The thing would have just looked at him and be like, and there's nothing he could have done about it. There's no.
Right.
Why would the thing sit there and chit chat with him before that has bigger fish to fry, like multiplying and trying to figure out a way to get the fuck out of there? It wouldn't sit there and waste time.
Like in that one, like you did have a harder time. Like it was way more difficult trying to figure out who the thing was. And I feel
during the movie, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and I feel like in the prequel, it was almost like
that
one.
Well, because it was lazy as fuck, dude. Because it was lazy as fuck. You knew it was going to be the guy in the helicopter because it was part of the fucking preview, which was fucking annoying. In the trailer for the movie, you see the guy turn into the motherfucker.
Well, the trailer they make it look like it. They make it look like it's the one guy who's freaking out, and it winds up being the other guy.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Quick little bait and switch.
But I think I caught that or some shit because I just remember
I didn't
going.
think that was like. I didn't think that was like a bad scene. Like it was enjoyable. Like don't get me wrong. Like I didn't mind watching the thing become the thing and eat people and like be just an amalgamation of skin and teeth. Like it was fun, but overall,
sometimes the CGI was so bad. It took me out of it. Like on that helicopter scene when the face split, I was just like, okay, I guess that's a way you could do that.
Like it was just fun. It was just fun to see. I just like the imagery of open faces with teeth and shit. So I like it. But
yeah,
lazy.
No, I agree.
Lazy.
I do. No, I like that same kind of Cthulhu kind of Lovecrafty and shit too, man. It's my jam. But I think to bring it back to your original point and kind of end this topic a little bit, because I mean we could go into the original a little bit more or the first one, but it shouldn't be made. There's no reason for it to be made. It actually works better as a mystery. And apparently John Carpenter is working on a sequel, and I wish he wouldn't. I really wish he wouldn't. I really, really wish he would stop.
Yeah, some things you gotta leave alone.
Even though it's the original guy, I just feel like how it ended.
Dude, look what they did to Michael Myers. They gave him like that character has so many fucking sequels. He's not even scary anymore. You cut the man's balls off. Like you took away all of his power. That's the thing that makes it scary is the mystery. As soon as you like give the guy a backstory and all that shit, now it's lame.
I agree. It's just because when you watch the original or the Kurt Russell one, and they go into the Norwegian camp, and you see the guy with the slit wrists and the frozen blood, and then you see this everything is frozen over. You see this icicle, the axe in the wall, the fuck, all that shit that tells a story.
Like
it's like
the melted creature.
Right. I don't want to know. I'd rather have my imagination fill in the blanks. And that's what I'm saying. Scenario.
That's why that movie worked.
Yes.
And what I'm saying is like hitting the beats is that's what the prequel did. We didn't need it.
And what's really funny
I saw it once and I was like, oh, you're going to answer those questions. And then I was like, all right. I thought it was like, oh, that was cool. Like I said, until I bought the DVD and I watched it a bunch of times and I was like, it's not that cool.
Not that cool. And here's the mind fuckery that they played on you. They could have done anything they wanted, and they did, before adding that last scene of the guy getting on a helicopter with a machine gun and chasing down the wolf. That's all they needed. They just needed a scene with a guy that fit the description of the beginning dude of the John Carpenter one, chasing down a dog on a helicopter and speak Norwegian. That's it. As long as they had that as the end of the movie, they could do whatever the fuck they wanted to with the rest of it. And they did. And here's the other thing that pissed me off. As the original took place in the 80s, this shit looked like it was present time. Like it looked like they were fucking like high tech gear, fucking badass snowmobiles and shit and stuff. I was like, Kurt Russell's character was playing. You scared the shit out of me when you did that for no reason. Kurt Russell's character was playing chess on a fucking Atari computer thing. Like it was
Right.
insane. That, you know how low it was 80s shit. And then you fucking watch this movie that's supposed to be the prequel, and it's fucking like they got this badass gear and shit that they're able to use to drill through through ice and shit. Get fucking fucked, dude. Get fucked. That's crazy. Anyway,
You just
I'm
described
starting to lose my voice.
all my reasons why the Star Wars universe bothers me. All
Yeah.
of this shit happens before. Why does it look better?
Yeah, dude. How's the technology better? Yeah, dude. How is all the technology better fucking 40 years before this motherfucker starts? It's crazy, dude.
Right?
100% agree. It's wild. Yeah, I'm a big Star Wars fan, but I have a lot of issues with all of that stuff. That's all I got to say. I wanted to bring up a couple of things that I watched to you before we end this part of the show.
Sure.
Are you done? Is there things you wanted to bring back up?
No, I think we finally beat this unicorn to death.
Sure, we're getting it pretty close.
Do you see Black Phone? Black Phone 2?
I haven't. Oh my god, I forgot that's on there. God damn it, I need to watch that. Fuck, I want to watch that so bad.
See that. It was really good.
I can't wait. I'm excited about it. I love the first one, and what's really cool is so it's written by Joe Hill, which is Stephen King's son.
Produced it.
Yeah. Well,
so
the second movie isn't even based off of anything he wrote. The director of the first movie called him up and said, "Hey, I have this idea. What do you think?" And he goes, "I love it. In fact, I'll help you make it." And so it's like, what's really cool is like the first one's an adaptation, and the second one's kind of a complete original film based off of that.
Yeah.
You rarely see that shit, and so I'm excited.
It was good.
I can't wait. I just watched, it's not a horror movie, but I just watched One Battle After Another. Here cinema, dude. Here cinema.
Yeah?
So good. So good. I mean, you better have a full day to watch it because it's fucking 11 hours long. But no, it's only like 3 hours long, but it feels.
Oh, shit. I was like, what is it? It's a series?
It's a fucking long ass movie. Let me tell you that. But
how many monologues are in this fucking thing?
It's very good. Not as many you think. It's Paul Thomas Anderson, who is a phenomenal director. He did There Will Be Blood, which is one of the best movies ever.
So a long-winded movie, to say the least.
Honestly, you would think that it would be. I was just kind of making some sillies. It doesn't feel that long. When you're watching it in it, it's just everything is entertaining. There's nothing slow about it. The characters are great. The acting is great. The cinematography is great. I mean, it'll probably win Best Picture this year. I'd be shocked if it didn't. It's that good.
Oh,
it's one of the best movies I've seen this year.
I wanted to say.
Sure.
About Stranger Things. The last season of Stranger Things was like the season of eyebrows. Everybody had crazy eyebrows. That's all.
Thanks for that. I'll have to keep, when I rewatch it inevitably, I'll have to keep an eye out for that. But that was the big one. I just wanted to talk about that. You should watch that movie. It's very good. One Battle After Another with Leonardo DiCaprio. It's very good. Benicio del Toro's in it too. Lots of fun. Good stuff. Anyway. All right, that about does it for our show. Please like and share, subscribe on all of our socials. That's TikTok, social, so fucking Facebook, Instagram, all those things.
That one too.
Most importantly, the Patreon. I've had some people say they had issues finding the Patreon. I will promise you, I will start putting the Patreon link along with our socials link in the description of every episode. Much like the prequel to The Thing, even the title is lazy. The Thing. Literally the same title as the original. Yeah. Get fucked. Anyway, I promise you, stop being lazy and put that shit in the description, and it will be there for you to click on.
That's how we know things are going to be bad. Just like The Predator. That should have just been you couldn't even name it something else. You just called it The Predator as opposed to Predator. Like, go fuck it. Like, that's how you know something's going to be lazy.
Yeah.
We got to keep an eye out for shit like that.
Yeah. There's definitely some horror movies I'm on the lookout for that look pretty good, but we'll talk about that later. Because I'm running out of steam and I need to get the post game going for Edubz since we haven't had one in a while. So at this time, the main show is over and it's time for the post game.
Bye to everyone who doesn't stick around.